Welcome back. Just cleaned up a little bit of mess I should have cleaned up earlier. I have been just looking at the Corvus Blackstar here and deciding what I want to do with it. And get some magnets sitting around. And so I'm going to start here with you. I've looked at this. I was thinking about magnetizing this part so I could lift in here and then maybe do some stuff inside, but the front part is easy. Drill in here. It's pretty wide, if you can see that. But this back part is really narrow, and there's not a lot of options for. Let me put it together how it's supposed to sit. You see, it doesn't even connect. It's really these two narrow areas where it connects, and it's very narrow on the plastic on those parts. So I'd have to put a lot of magnets up front. It probably would hold it, but it wouldn't be as strong as if I could get 4, as it would be if I could get 4 in the corners, or 2 up front and 2 in the back or something, you know. So I'm just going to go with it as it is. So basically, I don't have my proper tools out to get my glue gone. This showing right? Oh, there it goes. Alrighty. So first things first. I guess it wants me to do this stuff first. So let me see. These go in here. Is that how they go? Oh, there's some. I thought I got most of it. Well, I always say that, don't I? I always think I get it, and I guess I always just miss a side or something. I don't know what it is about me doing that all the time. But so is this how this goes? I think this is supposed to go this way. Seems like it. It doesn't go all the way back, is why I'm kind of. I'll show you. See, it doesn't go all the way back, and there's no way for it to go all the way back because it's hitting this front part here. So I guess gappage is supposed to be there, and there's nothing else that goes in that spot. I might do a quick look through there to make sure. So there's glue there, so I'm going to look really quick, make sure there's no options or anything that I might have to worry about for there. No, I think I'm good. Okay, so the best way for these to sit, I guess, is to just put glue in here and then put it on. It's probably the best way to get it on there without having too much issues with it. And then just slide it on there. This is our jet intakes here for this vehicle. Or I assume they're jets, but it could be something else, I guess. They're designed to bring in air, though, to react with whatever the engine has got going on. And then it wants me to glue this piece here up in this nose cone area, like this. See, here's one thing where I was like, maybe drill that out, put an LED, run some stuff in here. But no, I got the terrain lighting kit for one, and it's not like I have to use it just for terrain. But I really want to put it to use for the terrain. That's for sure. Some terrain projects that I've got going. What I really need to do is see if I can find some more of those. Dig up some more 9-volt battery connectors, or make something. I can make something, I guess, for that. That looks good. So that goes there. When that dries, just a second. We need to attach this, but we can put a piece on here first. I believe it's right here, and it goes. Where does it go? Goes this? No, that goes in there. Okay, it goes like that. Aha, there it goes. Snaps in just like that. So I need to put. Let's look at it here a second. A little glue there, some in there, some along here. Let me do this one first. This will be the main glue that's going to hold it right here. Little line right here. Yep. So I'm gonna get this done, and then Edic Beer's got a get it painted that he's starting challenge, get it painted challenge. And I do have projects that need to get painted. And man, if I assemble this quick enough, then maybe this can be a get it painted, because this definitely needs painted. I'm just gonna temporarily look at this here. Goes down like that. This is not there. Didn't want to cooperate for a second. Yeah, gonna have to be some squeezing to make sure this touches. But yeah, that's fine right there. Just looking. Might have to cut off some more parts here because I wasn't planning on going super far. But before I do that, I've already tested these because this is kind of deep in here. I'll show you how deep that's kind of deep down in there. And so I wasn't sure if a magnet placed up in here like this would stick to a magnet that's under here. But I'll show you. Now let's show you. Let me stick a magnet under here. Okay, let's get one in there. I'm just going to sit this in here like this. See if we can get this on camera. And just bring it, oh, get your fingers out of the way. Just bringing it close. Oh, see how far? That's going to stick. It jumped pretty far. Could stick to the other one. So there's pretty good attractive force there, so I don't think I have a problem. I just have to make sure it's in the right direction when I glue it. So I am going to glue one of these in here right now before I get too much farther, to make sure that I don't have any issues down the road. We're trying to get the magnet in place because I've gone too far in my gluing. And this one, these are the washer magnets I got from Home Depot, and it fits in this spot perfectly. It's just the right depth or thickness, just the right circumference. Fits perfectly in there. And then so this one, let's check it out. These are not part of this step, but because I knew I was going to be magnetizing this, I wanted to make sure that I had all this cut out and that it was going to work. So I need this to be glued like that, right? Yeah, this to be glued this way down on this thing. So what I'm going to do is put some glue in here, fair amount all over, and try to move this middle of the road-ish in here. So I don't want it trying to kick off to one side, because that will prove to be bad, because it won't sit properly where it needs to be. Just need something to move it over just a tad. Right in the middle. Oh, it's stuck on the paintbrush now. Sometimes it just doesn't go the way I want it. I think that's good. I think that's good. Press down here. Glue's not super drying very fast, but I did put a good amount because I want it to creep up on the sides. So I'll just set that off to the side. I need one more of those. I guess I can't. There, peeled one off. Make sure I get it the right direction. Okay, so this side needs to go down. Ooh, and it needs to go in the middle of this auger array here. Put a good amount of glue on there again. I'm going to check this one more time, make sure I've got it the right way. Okay, so that's going down like that. Get it in the center. Yeah, it's like in a puddle of glue there. Set that off to the side. You can still see it. Alright, so when that dries up, well, that will take care of that. That will magnetize those parts. It'll be pretty good then. So really now what we need to do is assemble these and get it nice and tight. Make sure there. Okay, so that's going to go there. Gluing on these joints. Glue back here. That's all the other parts that attach. Hopefully everything's good then at that point. Wings come in here, I guess. So, only got that one joint there. I don't have this 37 cut out. have to look for that. Let me look for that real quick. It's another part of this front sensor bank. I don't see it here. I'm going to flip. Check. Not seeing it there. It looks like there's it right there. It says 37. Cut it off. It's right here on the sprue. In case you're looking for it too. Right there. That's going to go over that area there. Look at it again. That's really the only piece I didn't have for this step that's after the step when I put the two together. Just going to peel off this extra plastic we don't need. And I'm probably going to go this first two steps and then bid you guys farewell. And the video may continue after that. I don't know. It depends on how long it is. I don't want these to be super long. Or, yeah, or it might not, and there'll be another video. Because I want to make sure I go through these and get everything right. And it really works. This goes on this, I know. Right over that. So there's something. Oh, there's two little. So this is upside down, these are like that, so there's two little, little knobbins. There's two little holes right here, and this fits right into that. Good thing, good thing. So make sure when you glue it, this joint right here, you're careful because there's two tiny little, see if you can see, two tiny little holes. The super glue is actually covering them, but fortunately it's still wet enough that when I slid it into place, it uncovered the holes. Also, I had to cut these little nubs off here, and that would have been a problem. Yeah, it's a small problem. Wouldn't have held us tight. So let's go. We got the front panel in. We got this in. So I think we're ready to attempt this part here. So I'm going to put a little glue back here. I know it doesn't touch here, but it does touch here, and it touches up in here. And here on this front edge too, actually. And I'm just gonna lay some glue down there. Maybe a little right there. Should work out. That's kind of gonna be inside actually, so I'm gonna lay some glue on the inside here. That'll strengthen that front joint as well. Now, if you were going to do this all up, a good place to put the battery, instead of like, oh, this looks like a good place here or here, but it kind of, the weight would tilt it, put it up in here. And I don't know if a magnet will damage it. If it does, don't do this, but you put a stronger magnet here and it can magnetize your 9-volt battery up in here and then run all the wires. That's something that I was looking at before I decided that I wanted to use that kit, the LED lighting kit, on something else, something other than this, and just get this magnetized and painted. Whew. So that's going. Alright, these are drying up. They're not fully, but let's test them. Oh yeah, that one's in and straight. How about this one? In and straight. Oh, beautiful. And they're holding excellent hold on that. It's perfect. So we managed to magnetize that. That's great. This will be cool. Cool little thing here. Love that. Love that. So I guess we're on to this next stage, which requires us to have this right here going with the glue on here and those little holes that we uncovered. Let's put this in place and just slide it up. There it goes. Let's do a little nubbins hit the holes and it just locks in. Looks good, don't it? Alright, the next thing is going to be these. So these are where the heavy bolters, and the heavy bolters, I think, heavy bolters and the other weapon options will go into right here. And so that eventually this knobbin is going to be cut off because there's not enough room in there for, well, let me see some of the smaller magnets. Let's see here. These are the thinner ones. There might be some room in there for that, but I'm not sure. Well, there's some pull, but it's not a lot. What do you think? Maybe that might work. Now what I'm going to do, I'll stop the video here a second, find those weapons, and see if gluing a magnet inside here will help this magnetization process here work better and hide it a little better, make it a smoother transition. I'll be right back. We'll look at that. So I'm back. So this is something you have to do when you're kind of doing these, and I guess other people would go through the thing and come up with a more congealed plan, but that's not me. So this is going to work, but here's what's got to happen. Got to get the magnet in there. It needs to be in this top area right here. Top area where, right behind this pin, really is where it needs to go, and then this glue, and then the pin nicked off, because the pin fits right here. I haven't glued this, but the pin fits right here. So this is a nice smooth, and you choose one or the other is your option, right? What we're going to do is we're going to glue this together, and then this hole that pin fits in, we're going to take the appropriate drill bit, which I believe is this size. We're going to drill this hole out big enough to put these little magnets in there, and put one in here, one inside there, knock the pin off, and then that way they should be able to magnetize like that. So the first step is to get these weapons glued up, and hopefully by the time we get to the last one, or if I might have to wait a few minutes, we'll see how it goes, but get them all glued up, and then once it's dried good enough, we come back and we'll drill out the holes and put a magnet in there. Then we will we'll get the other side, get the magnet in place where it needs to be, and then glue it together, and then put this up there and basically hold the magnet in the right place. So that's going to be the plan. And then hopefully that works real good, and they end up being like that. Just boom, awesome. Then we can glue these in place where they need to be on the flyer, which is like right in here, I believe is where they go. Yeah, and the other piece goes in there. So right in this area on each side. And then we will have that option magnetized. So just the first couple steps of assembling this, we will already have two options magnetized and ready for the show, which is pretty cool. Pretty nice that that's the way. Watching some videos on the Gene Stealer Colts, they are cool. But I do not have the fundage right now, nor the ability to stretch out into one more army, but they sound really cool. I would really like to, I hope someone here picks them up. I think someone here is really thinking about getting them, and if he does, I'm going to see if I can hit him up for some Gene Stealer / Deathwatch battles. See, that would be cool. I have to hold this one, it looks like. So that is great. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to push these together, hold them so they all glue nice and tight. When they're dry, I'm going to come back with you guys. We're going to drill out these holes and go through the procedure and see if we can get this magnetized. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. I had to move up to a slightly larger drill bit, and everything's good. I did ding this a little bit right there, but I can green stuff that back up. So be careful, because the glass cannons are really close at the top edge. The assault cannons are more centered. So what I said I had to do, we got to get these magnets in here. So putting glue in here, that should be good. And these magnets here, these are actually the thicker ones. I went and swapped because I wanted some serious pull. These ones actually fit tight in there. I use a paintbrush because it's wood. These fit really, really tight in there. So that's cool. So, not that way. This way? Yeah, that way. Okay. Make sure I'm putting these magnets in right, because this, I basically tear the las cannons apart if I used. Sure we're getting them all in the same direction, because getting them back out will not be a... Oh, it's glued to my finger. Ah. Yeah, that's never good when I get glue on these tiny magnets. I've still got one glued to my little thing, where my little carousel where I store the paints. Definitely, let's get this one. Yeah, okay. Keep those from gluing together. Okay, that one's good. That one's good. They're both like that. Okay, push them in. Okay, setting those off to the side. I want to do these, so let's get some glue in here. And knock this out. So yeah, a lot of the magnetization in this model is happening before too much of it goes together. We have more options, I think, as we go. There's a few things we're going to need to do for. I think they're the chaff launchers or something. We might be able to do something with those. Not 100% sure, but definitely sure that there are things that we can keep our eye out for as we go on. Make sure these don't glue themselves to each other, because that's always a pain when they do. Okay, I think those are all good. Oh, that's trying to glue itself to me, because that means I want these magnets to go in like that. Okay, like I said, definitely want these to be at the top of these pins. Let me look at the instructions to make sure. Okay, they want these to be down because the pins are down. That's how it's got it shown on here. This comes in like this. Are you sure that's how it goes? It's upside down. Aha! Make sure. See, I got a lot of this where the model itself is upside down. So as you're looking at it, you need to make sure. Yeah, that goes in like that. So, yep, we need that. But that pin, where the pin is. So that will work. If we put it in, let's get one of these off. I want it to be this direction though. See if how good this one. I tested the thin ones earlier. Did not test the one of these. Oh, that looks like it works. Yeah. Okay, so what we need to do is let's go ahead and test one of these that's mostly dry. Good. Oh yeah, okay, it's one to pull out. Didn't feel a lot of pull through there. I'm gonna move this. Ow, darn it. I'm trying to get it off first. I'm gonna move this to the top of this. Uh-oh, got it mixed up. Oh, come on, you. Don't be like this. Okay, I'm trying to grab something that's not gonna help me. Just gonna drop it back out. Let it hit. Get it the right direction. Oh, then it goes and grabs that whole stack of magnets. That was fun right there. Okay, that does not want to do what I want it to do. Come on, you. Dude, it just not want to go in there the way I want it to go in there. This is going to be a challenge. I need a toothpick is what I need. I had some. Gotta find out where I put those. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Maybe I can get this. There it goes. There. Lined it that way. Probably the best way to do it. Let's do this. Let's seal it in here so we can get it lined up. it's lined up, but you know what? That is, well, that's a pretty good pull, right? It's mini magnets though, so let me just do one, because it's going to be 1 to 1, so. Oh, that's holding it pretty good. And it's trying to go up to where the pin is. Yeah, I believe that will be fine. That will be fine. So what we need to do is get that out. We need to get some glue in here. That's for sure. And around the outside. This is going to be tough. We're immediately going to have to cut off the pin. Immediately. So that we can make sure that this gets aligned the way it needs to be. The issue is we can't cut off the pin until it's put together, because we want to make sure we cut it off nice and even with both halves. So pushing this up to the top, got it, that's right where I want it. Sort of gluing myself together, blowing 2 of my, cut that pin off immediately and shave it down. Okay, that's stuck to me. I'll deal with that later. Oh, there it goes, it's magnetized. Some of my skin left behind. Yeah, works. It's holding pretty good too. So I think what I'm going to do is verify that. Yep. Go ahead and get some glue in here. And this is kind of a, this is right at this step, isn't it? Yeah, this is on the same step, so we're good. This is the step we're supposed to be at right now. Anyway, so we're doing good. Get this slid in and then check it out. There it goes. Salt cannon is there. This tile, the last cannon still got some glue on it. I want to glue these together. Not on that one though. And there's the last cannon. Yeah, those will work. So we gotta do the other one now. I'm gonna check this other salt cannon. Okay, make sure we don't have any magnets in the wrong orientation. Alright, let's get this one going. Alright, so make sure one more time. Okay, we're pulling from this side. So pulling from that side. I'm going to go ahead and prepare me. Oh no, wait. This is how I want this. This is the side we really want to hit up for everything, right? Okay, then I need this magnet off. Got it. Go away. Oh, I was just trying to make sure and I lost it. Trying to give myself reassurance that I was getting it right. Okay, it is not flat. There it is. Glue kind of helps though. Glue definitely helps get it where it needs to be. Okay, that's going. Snip it and shave it. Yeah, I guess losing skin to it again. So glue just oozes out the corners of this thing. So I put so much in there because I want to make sure that it, jeez, holds the magnet. There we go. The other one's in. So that's good, and then this will slide here. Perfect. Come off before you get glued with just push out glue instead of a whole bunch of good glue holding you in good and tight. Alright, so putting that on, slide into place. Alright, and we can shave these down better now that they're kind of in the spot. Make that a lot flatter, a lot better looking. Alright, that would fit in there normally, but now, let's see, we're just going to do a salt cannon option. Blink and facing down, blink. Okay, there they go. I don't think they're as straight as they would be normally, but they do hold. They are magnetized and able to be swapped out. So that's nice there. Cool. And the last cannon the same way. I'm not going to grab the other last cannon because I think it's still got... Well, no, it's good now. Yep, last cannon's the same way. I'm going to do the last cannons. So far we've got this top thing magnetized. We've got these magnetized. And it's moving on to another step that I don't have parts cut out for. So I'm going to stop right now. We've got this far. Part 2 is done. A lot of magnetization completed, I believe, on this. And I'm not sure how much more we're going to have. I may drill a magnet into here so that I can swap out the armored versus non-armored cockpit look. Might be a why not to do that. Could use the thin magnets and drill the holes in there. Nice smooth thin magnet would work. And same there, that's pretty thick plastic on both these cockpit pieces. It's hard to see, but it's pretty thick. Yeah, you can see that. So I can put those, they can drill just enough to put those thin magnets and use a cockpit swap. And looking at the directions, when we come back next, we will be working on the cluster launchers, which go back here somewhere. And the rear hatch is in a couple pieces for some reason, the rear hatch is. And that'll be what we'll be working on next. Alright guys, hope you liked this video. Hope you share it around. And subscribe if you're new to my channel. I would appreciate that. And that's about it. Oh, comment in the comment section down below. I do answer those as soon as I possibly can. And go to my Facebook page as well. I try to answer my Facebook stuff too. Give you another area to chat and see some of the projects that I'm working on. I put pictures up there of stuff that I've either completed before the video comes out or stuff that I'm working on. I do that. Alrighty, that's all. I will talk to you later.